what them call him, Most Honorable Andrew Holness, otherwise known as, I don't want to say I don't want to say it wrong, Bro God, say that the people them must take responsibility for what they are doing as it relates to COVID, and that we must keep at least 6 feet away from each other and wear our mask when we are in the public. Did you hear the Prime Minister say that, people? Okay, I hear him say it, and it was not me one. Now, I am referring to an incident that took place over the weekend where a nice sister, beautiful lady, Shaina Robinson, died, and they was keeping awake. Now, I remember an incident happened over St. Catherine where a church was being kept, and police go in at the church or tell the people them, so them now observe the protocol of 6 feet apart and 10 people. The Prime Minister said no more than 10 people. Okay, so I think it's still their court too, with the lady which I say, no go so. She was observing all protocols. And then the police went up to pass up a Reddings there, so where them call Plantation Heights, where party was in full swing, and arrest the promoter of the party and done the party because he was not observing the protocols. And I think them charge him must be $1 million. I think them charge him $1 million, because that was where them I said, no, what am I talking about now? Mr. Holness and your friend them, what is good for the goose must be good for the gander. That is a saying I grew up with. Good for the goose, good for the gander. Now listen to me now. I don't care where you want to say, you labor right people out there. Because when the thing was shown, you have some labor right people that talk about, you don't see nothing yet, wait till the funeral. You ever tell me, say the Prime Minister and in party never know, say hundreds of people are going to gather away for the former Minister of Labour, Shaina Robinson, that the spectacle where we sit on my phone, where people send come show me and say, Muta, that me I look at it and me I say, I wonder for the election in a Guyana, but everybody have a green t-shirt. That me have to stop, me have to play the video and I stop it to say, a oofa picture upon them placard there, and oofa picture upon the t-shirt. You are going to tell me, say, in this time, when you have people I try dodge one another and I try keep up with the protocol, the Jamaica Labour Party under the leadership of the Prime Minister of Jamaica broke that protocol to that level, and the people them cannot do nothing about it, and him have soldier upon the road harass people. According to them, I say it wasn't in the curfew time. I don't know. Somebody can call me and tell me if that, what them call it, week was in the curfew time. But all we know say it's not the curfew time I talk about. It's the crowd where I see, where people are dancing at the street like that. Me I said, no, this not go so man. Somebody make up that thing about the next election. All me I think, say is a GLP rally, them shoot, or a march where GLP a march against PNP, and them shoot it, and then know people are put it then I say, look what happened. But when me hear the people them pan it, I say, when the guys we love her, and we love her this and love her that. Oh, me not hear the Prime Minister say nothing about that. Am I to assume that because it's his party, him is not disgusted at it? I wonder if the PNP did do that, if one of the members did pass and them did that, if you'd hear the Prime Minister bawl out, or the Minister of National Security. I don't know how these people work them things. But we're going to come forward. We're going to come forward. What we're going to say is that it is not fear. It is not fear that we should be put under this strict regime by a government, and the government party is breaking it at the highest level. The highest level. You have to say no member of parliament in the JLP did know say that they are going to keep. And them could have did all there too, you know. Them could have did all there, but I show them not sure that. Them just when me see the people them a march down the road and a dancing at the road and all them something there. One heap of them not have no mask neither. Me feel hurt. Me feel cut up about it. Yeah, man. Because I could have tell the people them say, keep on a distance, keep on a distance. Every minute you hear advertisement, keep 6 feet apart. This because it's the thing that coming out of your mouth might fall upon the people them. And then we see this. Trust me, it's not a good example, sir. Bro, God is not a very good example. You need to reprimand your people them for that. Yes, you can't be saying one thing that is like a forked tongue. You're talking like a man who have forked tongue, man. You know, see it? And me not able to ask nobody. JLP member of parliament mostly there. Mostly there. So it's either you can't stop it but refuse to, or you sanction it and make it go on. And as far as me see it come like it was sanctioned and say, Cho, I one thing this year, man. You have people in the background, yes, you begs, not in the background. Where them answer the mail, you begs, wait till the funeral. When I go see where I go happen, we love her. Of course, yes. Love her, yes. But there was a protocol. Where was all the soldiers and the police? I want to go up a plantation and go lock up a brother and charge him $1 million. I want to go in and get to and run down people because them stand up beside one another in the evening. I run down people. I want to come like the white policeman them. I want to come like white policeman where we not say black people stand up and do something and you know hold on upon them. But when the white people them stand up and do the same something, we want to start to talk to them like say you and them a friend. It's a terrible thing. That is the reason why I can't take politician. I don't understand how these things can happen that way there. I don't understand it. I don't understand why is it that the thing can't go for everybody. Why it have to go for a few or some people, or if it is sanctioned by the powers that be, it is okay. It is okay because the government is doing it, but normal people mustn't do it. Shame, 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 Mr. Prime Minister. Shame, shame. Yeah, man. Shame. So the next thing is, I could come off of that. I don't so me I say, it come off of my stomach. I left on my stomach from the time I see it till now. And I couldn't get to take it off of my chest. I mean, I really hear nobody really talk about it to no level. It's not necessarily something where need to be blow up, but it's something to be shown that what is good for the goose must be good for the gander. You can't be setting rules over there for one set of people and then over here, so, you know, you are do it. Because I'm not say the Prime Minister and him friend them are do it. I can't say nothing else. Because the people, is the Prime Minister is the head of the party, and one of them members them pass away. You know, see it? And they must celebrate our life. But in a state where we're in a protocol, our man going to have a funeral and until 5 people can go at the funeral. And people have to obey that. You know how much funeral take place where the loved ones of the family can't go. It's only a certain group of ones can go. You know, people that like go at them people them funeral. And because of them no want hustle and bustle, police come say almost how so many people at the funeral and all them way there. And then we see this. Shame. So St. Catherine, I say, I will put things happen. I will put things happen. St. Catherine. Now, I tell you, you see this Christian thing. I got to talk about this Christian thing. I got to talk about an individual man who claims himself as a Christian and is a pastor of a church where him have. This has been going on, is a reoccurring thing continuously. This is a reoccurring thing. Look here, man. How the hell? Black people. I mean, put it on the woman them still, I put it on the woman them, but I show a kind of ignorance. Ignorance. To the point where this thing have the people them, it grab the people them so much that a stupid idea can be used against them because them believe in a way the person has said about the stupid idea based upon another thing where them talk about, which is church and Christian belief. Listen to me. For those of you who don't hear this, a man who owned a church at St. Catherine, where the paper there with the church name. I want to call out the church name too, Anyway, them just charge a man for rape. It is alleged that women have been going to this man because this so-called preacher is telling these women that them have a demon in them. Or maybe it's them go to him too. Maybe it's them go to him and said, Pastor, but I can't sleep at night time, I can't sleep. It look like demon just staying on me, so it just bother me. So anyway, the pastor say him have a solution. Here film solution now. He must have sex with them. And the demon will come out of them. So him get money from them to buy different condoms, little bit of oil, this and all these things now. And hold on the woman them and I call it sexually assault them. I don't know if the woman them they accept for him do. I don't know because it just weird that some woman would have really believe this thing. But then again, is a pastor and Jamaican people, especially poor Jamaican people, believe these fool people who get up in the blood of Jesus. And we still not see none of them in the intensive care ward help to get rid of the coronavirus. Anyway, them hold him and charge him for rape because according to the storyline, him take money from them. And when I said them, I mean it's about 3 people now, 3 women. 3 women. Please don't make you see a man involved in it too. But 3 women come forward and they claim that they were also sexually assaulted. Them claim that. So now, we have to really take it step by step and see what going to come out of this one, because this is not the first. This is also a weird one where pastor tell you about demon and women obviously fall feet. I don't know what is the plead where plead say they were up to it. What happened to them? It is alleged that him take several $100, thousands of dollars from them to perform this exorcism. They want to get out the demon out of them. What the hell are you talking about? Black people are idiot. Who is idiot? Who can't make man from pulpit that tell you about so have demon in our no, and them go get out demon in our no, must go gather up all sort of oil and condom and this and that. Who is idiot? Why don't you keep believing these things? You can just imagine when the man do it, talk about, the blood of Jesus. I rebuke you, demon, get out, you devil, get out in the blood of Jesus. What a wicked and terrible people. Eh? And every Sunday when I go to church, this pastor, I take him have a business. Him have a business in a brethren, right? And him employ some people, but him not only have a business, him have a church. And a whole heap of him congregation get employed at the church. Hear him though. Him take out 10% of them pay. Yes, the man take out 10% of them pay. According to the Bible, you know, they must pay tithes to the church, you know. And then they take out 10% of the pay. And them will make him take it out. Somebody ball out, see, you know. Somebody ball out and I say, that can't, that for go work. Which part? I find out NHT, I don't know, education, tax, and everything there. Oh, church business come up in my things, you understand? So all these things is things where, and you see it by your TV, the foreign TV, them every day where, if so-called evangelists are telling about bringing your this and bringing your that. Remember, it was even a check. And some of them have ATM machine in the church. Some of them have ATM machine in the church. Why them not make church pay tax? The days of church not paying tax gone, you know. Because church is a business. You know, my wife told me, I should have started a church. Yeah, man, she said, I should have started a church more than make more money than when I make a talk by radio. Get a tent and catch it up in our home like that. Tell people to just push them to get a little man for hold them and push them down. And say in the name of Jesus, the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. But there's enough blood of brother they have though. We sprinkle all over the place. So anyway, this is the stepping razor, the art of war. About the passing thing and the push down thing, you know. I have a brother named Abba Zero. I remember which part in America me and him there. And him said, boy, you want to say, I have a Eli where, trust me, man. She know what she's doing and ray. And I say, okay, all right. So she and her people, them come at the hotel room now and I was stand up there and me stand up there so now and she got perform some healing thing for me, you know. And she put her hand in my forehead and push me. And me no move. But me realize that the pushing was supposed to fall down. So she pull her hand for me forehead now and I keep her push me and me not move. Me not moving. So we go at this gathering the next time now and she call up Abba now and put her hand for Abba and push him. And him fall down on the ground. So he ever come to me, you know, and I tell me, say, boy, you want to say, Muta, you should have really just drop even upon the bed still, you know, because it kind and the second time him do me that something to, you know. He must say, boy, at such a do thing and like she didn't expect me of all of the person them in the room to fall down. Me say, but Abba, me no really feel no way. Me no feel no spirit, no going on me. All I feel is somebody I push them hand for me forehead and I try force me to fall down. And me know that. And me know be what happened to you now when you fall down so. More than you're gonna hurt your back or something like that. But this is the thing with all these people now who say them have certain powers where you don't have. Them have a divine intervention took place between them and the God and the Almighty. So that they can do something and say something to you that you can't say if you make certain things happen. Remember, I keep saying it, and I now forgot, and now stop saying it, you know. Reverend, where name the one where they carry Dudus in him car? Where name again? Anyway, everybody know how me attack. Him, when the hurricane come, and them say it head straight for Kingston, and it divert. The man come publicly and I say, it's the prayers. It's his prayers cause him to don't lick Kingston. Don't lick Kingston, you know. It's not that he never lick nowhere, you know. Don't lick Kingston. So him I say it's because him a deliverance center, them call themselves. Anyway, them a prayer and him lead a prayer and the prayer work because Ivan never lick Kingston. You see, when me drive, go down to St. Elizabeth, almost half of St. Elizabeth mash up. I mean, I say, you mean say the man wicked enough to pray with the hurricane from Kingston because him live at Kingston and pray for it go at St. Elizabeth, go mash up the people in place. And some wicked that are people, you know. Yet still now, him lost him gun and can't find him gun. Him put them gun must drop it like car, somebody must go like car take it. That's how him tell the people them, you know. Pastor have him gun. Me not say pastor no have him gun, you know, because I'm susceptible to everything where ordinary people them have. But under that cloak, we don't know what is under the cloak or what is in the pocket of the cloak. Maybe some condoms in the toe, like this pastor here. And some terrible people them, man, but him pray with hurricane. What is it that him know where I don't know, or where the normal Jamaican don't know, for blow a hurricane? So now we have a thing named COVID. We kill people and make people uncomfortable. Me no hear them are going and none of the place them. Ask the minister of wellness that you have a special gift from God, the blood of Jesus, that can carry you into those hospitals and hold the people them on in a circle. The most critically ill, the COVID patient them. And get better. Make them get better. Make them get better. It's wicked or no wicked. Or no wicked. Because we don't see none now come out there and do certain things. But I don't know for this talk about blood this and blood that and blood that. And when Rastaman says blood and fire, and I say, oh my God, man, these people are so hungry. These people are so hungry. Them talking about fire must burn down Rome and burn and blood and fire and everything. And all them cannot talk about the blood up this, that, blood up that, I go heal you. It's joke business. It's joke business. Them and the politicians is the same thing. My dearly beloved Sister P did a walk around with one of them. And everywhere she go, him go. And him tell her, say, must call election based up off her numbers. Call election, man. Call election. And the man said she can't lose. Can't lose. Honorable Portia Simpson Miller, under the influence, make the man make she call the election. And boom, she lose. Me see a video with where my boy and Peter Phillips. Where me don't know where we are going, you know. Peter Phillips stand up in front of one pastor. And the man there a prayer and put him hand in his mouth and put it on Peter Phillips' head. I don't know if he spit in his hand, you know. Him take him hand, put it in his mouth, and then, not Peter Phillips' mouth, him put it in his fee mouth, and put it on Peter Phillips' head. And attack all sorts of madness over Peter Phillips. And Peter Phillips stand up there so, like him a statue. Tell me, I say, wait. Where the backbone of them man are gone? Where the backbone of them man are gone, Rasta? What is it that's supposed to happen? Maybe him never want to move because he want Ghana support from the congregation. But that is also madness. It's madness that. Because no guy can make me stand up and spit on him and rub it in my head and talk about a Jesus, about blood of Jesus and all them something there. I'm mad. That is impossible. Not for me. Not in my cabinet. It's just so it go. But you show how susceptible these people is. Every year them keep prayer breakfast. And when them come out, Not change. Not change. The thing, as a matter of fact, most of the time it gets worse. Maybe them a pray to the wrong God and don't even know. And I cuss Rasta and say Rasta on an idiot and I pray to man. Then who them a pray to? Them a pray to a dead man. And here's what we're talking about here now. Embattled St. Anne Mayor Michael Belnevis has said there was nothing illegal in using taxpayers' money to pay for a charging port for his Porsche motor car. He claims he's being used. No, his claim is that it's being used for government work. Belnevis has faced public criticism following the disclosure at a parliamentary committee that a charging station was erected at taxpayers' expense at the St. Anne Municipal Corporation. What we're talking about here? Apparently, my brethren buy a brand new car. And it's an electric car. Only for Jamaica don't know not about electric car, but that is weird. That's what is happening now. Electric cars, baby. You know, I drove in one, you know. I drove in one in Awemlede. Some place that are far up there, so the professor did not drive it. I'm going to say, what? All right. Anyway, it's safe on fuel, and it is, what you call it, good for the environment. So the mayor is showing how responsibly he is when he drives an electric car. And not only that, it is saving the government enough gas because according to him supposed to get certain benefits. And he's saving the taxpayer money by driving a car like this. No, I understand what I say, and I really sympathize with what I say, but guess what? This thing must be known. Who didn't know say you drive electric car? I don't think none of the people them in a parliament, well, maybe them see it, but they never ever know say it's an electric car. Because you never put up nothing a parliament for really keep the electric thing for keep the car going when you're in a parliament. So some people are questioning it. Some people are questioning how that fit into where you're supposed to get. And in relationship to your thinking that you have save the environment and all them something there. It sounds weird to me. But it's true. I can't understand what I say. But then it's government money I use, $80,000 US. Sorry, when I say $80,000 US, $80,000 for charge a $12 million car and put it on the premises, at the government premises, which is, I don't think it's your premises. And really and truly, it needs to be examined. It needs to be examined because this is what I'm talking about, transparency. And if you don't say there's nothing illegal, well, they have to come to the transparency part right now for sure, say nothing is illegal about it. You can't have something in your head and I say, all right, I'm going to buy a car, you know, for $12 million, but I'm going to buy an electric car. But is it true the government now give me gas? I'm going to take the money. Hey, you said me about do that all RFM. Hey, you see me about do that RFM. Both say, me never buy no gas this week. But a man to give you a drive in a car. And they will collect for the gas money because a man give you a drive in a feed car. Well, man, you never call a motor to motor. You take this thing for a joke, man. Or you cannot give me gas money you never buy no gas. And about that fact, you have to show the receipt too. You have to show the receipt, you know. Yes. When RFM do part of the receipt, man, they say, okay, bam. But look at all. What kind of receipt him show? Electric bill. Him show electric bill receipt, Rasta. No, man. Me understand what you say. Me not fight against you about what you do. and where your thinking is, just like me now. Like how me not go eat meat and all them something because me I try preserve the animal and also it's good for the environment. But me not go say, boy, right now, my little thing as you know mustn't be transparent. You know, see, it must be transparent because he's a government man. He's a government man. And any money where you spend out of the coffers of the government must be recorded. And don't matter go on like say people are question this and you question you that. Where we want question is the $46 million where them spend for clean up door angle. No, I tell you, the people they're not easy, you know. A $46 million COVID-19 cleanup project for the St. Ann Municipal Corporation to sanitize public spaces in Ocho Rios has irked the People's National Party councillors in the parish who have threatened to report the matter. Them threatened for report, they must report it. The matter to the Auditor General if clarity is not provided on the funding of the work and how it was carried out. Now, what were they sanitizing? It's not the whole of Ocho Rios. They never go down at the craft market go sanitize it, you know. You know which part of them are sanitized? Right round which part they ship them dock. Right, the village, what them call it, village plaza. Right at the village plaza. Them are clean up the railing them. You know, that's, you know, the ship them come, I mean, maybe ship them that come at that time still, but them are clean off railing, clean off the knobs them to the door, and all these things. You sanitize the thing. $46 million it costs for do the whole thing, but right round that area there, it costs $9 million. $9 million it costs just to sanitize round that little area there. So, may I tell you, I want them did rub off the not so the express. I not so the express not let it so again. But what? Me don't know. I think him should have give a clarification of this $46 million cleanup project. I mean, I said can't cost $46 million, you know, because you can make something cost any amount of money you want it cost. It's like when Mr. Shaw talked to me the last week, and I tell me, say, well, the thing might go over $1 billion, you know. I mean, say, oh, that is an overrun. He said, no, I wouldn't call it an overrun. I mean, I said, Bridget, if something's supposed to cost $500 million, and it don't done yet, and it don't done it, and it costs already over $1 billion, and you are telling me, say, it's going to take another whatsoever, because it's supposed to be done in a 16 months, and now it's gone most, and GP, the man with name, the man with name Chambers was died in prison after 40 years in prison, and now you have 15 more people in there where they a matter of 30 years without trial because them say he was not fit to be trial. So it was held there under the Prime Minister's pleasure. Now, them change it now, but I am seeing that the reason why Jamaica is in such a terrible state when it comes on to legislation and, you know, what must be done is because we hold on so much on the British system, and the British system is not serving us today in this time. Anyway, a sister that I know very well, as a matter of fact, she has been doing a lot of work in the prison for years. She went with some of our, I don't remember, she went and tell me the name of the organization, and they actually found out that there were people in Spanish Town prison where they for more than 50 years. Carla is on the phone. Carla?
Hear that? It's tricky. It's tricky.
Carla?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You
All right, I can hear you
like
now.
you can't hear me.
No, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
All right. So
How are you? How are you? Long time I don't talk to you.
Eh?
Long time I haven't spoken to you.
It's true. Since
Yes.
Sister P does not have the celebration down at Hope Bay anymore, I lost you.
Yes. Okay, so we're in a serious situation here now. Given what transpired in the GP, what caused you to go to the other prison to really realize that there are people in there worse off than what was at GP? Why did you go down there?
Well, first of all, we work down there since 12 years now, because Stand Up is the organization which is working on rehabilitation. We took this decision quite a long time ago, because there is a target of 5,000 people, which, if you don't play for them a song of redemption, you send them back straight to crime. So we decided to invest an amount of energy, because we strongly believe, and we have seen what it means when you send back from the prison somebody which has been only getting worse, because that prisons are not a nice place to be. So the idea was, okay, let's work on them. So we started to work, and basically we have three main guidelines. One, education. Therefore, there are schools in all the institutions, but before we were at remedial, but now we have people which are doing CXC subjects, and we have inmates which have done 5 in 1 year, excellent people, excellent.
Yeah.
Then for the first time this year, we have a UCC scholarship online at the level of the university for the very best one. And then we have a whole heap of lab where we work to teach them professional skill. And we work in junction with heart so that they can learn a skill, get a diploma, and hopefully going out, they might have a chance. And then we have psychological help, which is anger management, know how you control yourself, how you respect yourself and others, and all of that. So working in there, we were aware about the fact that there is a problem, which, well, there are many problems, really and truly, but there was a major problem with the fact that a prison is considered kind of garbage bin. I don't know if I express myself clearly enough. Like, people are thrown in there coming from different things. So they are the so-called regular population, there are the so-called special population, there are the mentally ill, there are people with HIV, there are people with disabilities, there are people which are sick, and all of them are thrown in there without any form of assistance, specifically and professionally. And the most striking one is mentally ill. I don't know, and I do not agree, and I will say that loud for my full life, that if somebody is mentally ill, he should not go to prison. He should go to an institution where he can be properly assisted. It is something which is really against any common sense. You take somebody which is not fully understanding, might be dangerous for himself, might be dangerous for others, and you put it there. It is a lack of humanity towards the mentally ill, but it's also a burden for others. Imagine the warders. The warders already work in a very difficult environment. Who is training a warder to deal with the mentally ill? Plus, we call them mentally ill. Can be many things. It can be bipolar, can be schizophrenic, can be autistic, mention them. So, that is one of the things which we have been really complaining and blaming. So, some months ago, like 4 or 5 months ago, we have been doing a research, and we launched the research publicly, and there was the Minister Tofton, and there was the Indecom, and there was the public defender, a lot of people. And we were stating in that research that we didn't want to do an exercise. We wanted to do something which was going to make changes. And what we have been asking is put the mentally ill out of prison and allow them to have a specific situation. So after that, now last week, Indecom came out. I don't know if you saw the report from Indecom. Did you see it? Hello? You gone again?
Yes, hello?
Yes.
Okay.
On stage.
Are you're driving? You're driving?
Yeah,
you
know that I'm driving through Junction.
No, oh gosh, but where you going? You're going or coming? Where you doing? What you doing?
I'm going to Port Antonio. If I was knowing about the stop by your place, and we could have...
Oh gosh. You mean say you pass from me there?
That is
I saw
technology. But plus, I don't know how far I reached before I got cut off. Because
you were talking about. You asked me if I read the report from Indecom.
Okay. All right. So we reach far away.
Yeah.
All right. Should I try again?
The report from Indecom.
Yes.
You and the Minister of Wellness
that report was something which would wake up whoever, because there was a huge amount of numbers, and I like numbers because numbers give you the dimension, right? And there was this famous case of this poor Mr. Chambers, which died after 40 years in prison without any form of trial.
Yes.
So, I think Indecom has done a very good job, I have to say. And what we were trying to do is, take it from there and continue after the famous research. So we were starting to look at the numbers, and there are some amazing, I use the word amazing to be polite, amazing things. One, the amount of people which are incarcerated still in similar condition. And there is this story of fit to plead or not fit to plead. So we're looking at that. Fit to plead means that you know what you're doing and you have to pay for what you did. Fine. Unfit means somebody which was not mentally steady, and therefore what he has done is considered like that he cannot fully understand. So unfit to plead in the system of the prison are two kind of people. One, the mentally ill. Two, the juveniles. So if you are a mentally ill, you cannot fit to plead, so you cannot go nowhere unless somebody, and you are at the pleasure of the court or at the pleasure of the Governor General. That is one of the two elements that we were learning better in the report. The second, which is concerning not only mentally ill but everybody, there are people which are there for a time which is longer than the sentence because they never were called by the court. So let's make an example. You are a thief and you thief whatsoever, 2 thieves, and they give you 2 years. Before they call you for the trial, you are in prison for 5. So that is absolutely unacceptable. Now, you did something wrong, okay, you have to pay. But if I should be sentenced to 2 years, why you keep me an amount of years which is exceeding my sentence? So on the base of that, we have been starting to campaign heavily because the responsibility are not as much as people think from correctional services. Correctional services cannot bring an inmate to court. But what happened in the courthouse? What happened with the DPP office, the Chief of Justice, all the attorneys? What happened to the attorneys? Which should have clients and they should take care of their clients. So we decided to start a kind of follow-up and wake-up campaign, and we hired an attorney, and he already has found other cases which are very similar, because I think he found 1 or 2 days ago about somebody which is there since 48 years and is still asked to go to court. So I have seen some reactions, which I'm happy for the reactions, but I want to see some actions, because I appreciated that the Chief Justice said that he will set up immediately a health thing for the inmates. I appreciate that the Prime Minister saying that he will make sure that people which are detained over time will be reconsidered. But my question to everybody is, thank you, but when? Can you hear me? Nah, gone again?
If you have freedom, and if you think you're supreme, and if you have power, and if you're hot, you're not.
Yeah, this is very weird. Weird because she's in the junction. If you know where the junction is. And guess what? I am almost in the junction too. And there's a lot of blockage happening there. So I don't know if we're going to get her back. It's a pity though, but yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. She's in the junction. Anyway, the reason is this, and it is really a weird situation. I don't know how this is going to be resolved when we keep maintaining the colonial system way of operating in these modern times. I don't know how somebody can be lost in prison. Nobody know that the person is there. The courts don't know. The Governor General who for pleasure them away upon. I don't know how you cannot know somebody's in prison. The man who dead in a prison at 81 year old, shall come back? Eh? Oh, all right. Look and see if you can't do this thing again. I don't give up on it, no, hello. All right. Look and see if you can do it again. Hello? Hello? You come back with this again?
Hello? Gone again?
Yes, Carla. I don't know what's happening.
Hello?
You can hear me? That the prison system is so archaic in situations like that. Hey, where you ball out from a pastor? Yeah, anyway. It's so archaic because what happened now is that I am told that the person in Spanish Town went in there from them was about 17 years old. And them is now in them 60s. It's unbelievable. Who is responsible for these things? Because the Governor General at his pleasure, the judge at their pleasure, and everybody is pleasuring themselves. I want to find out how this is going to work out. Because I am feeling, and this is my way of saying, look here now, all of those people should be released immediately. Immediately. Because they was not, most of them was not tried and found guilty of anything. And even if them did guilty, the penalty that was served on them, 60 years, 40 years, 30 years, and all them things there, that is more than where them penalty would have come up to. And them need to go to doctor. Them don't need to be in a prison. They don't, you hear the lady say, prison is like a trash can. You can't have human beings in prison and treat them like that. The man was dead. Oh, a man like that in a prison and nobody don't know. The man full up a whole heap of this and whole heap of that on him body and all the mark of dung and all them things. Nobody not see him to say, yo, why that? The man inside to look like him and got dead, you know. And him dead. Now we are here about a 17-year-old who's now 60-year-old in a Spanish Town prison. And the problem is that these politicians going to get away with all of that. There will be no trial for these people. All they're going to do is apologize. That's all they're going to do, apologize. And we are talking about not only this government, but governments before, up to the point of evil independence. Imagine a man there in a prison from before independence. And a man there from independence. 1966. And when them get independent, 1962. Right. Wow. I don't care what kind of crime him commit, but this is excessive penalty here. This is excessive penalty for a man. And it's not like you're like a normal person. You are really trapped in your own mind. You have never been carried to court because you're not fit to be carried to court. Then at the pleasure of the Governor General. The Governor General have a list of people in front of him where him a pleasure. They must have a list of people who say, all right, this man is there for that. He have to wait a little until me pleasure somebody else. So you have to line up to be pleasured by the Governor General. And then now, them forget about the word in a pleasure. I don't know who come up with these terminologies. At the Governor General's pleasure. What the hell is that? I mean, I understand what it is, but I mean, why would you want to say at the Governor General's pleasure? Meaning, say, him going to the language until him decides, say, okay, bring up this brother I know and try him. Now them say at the court's pleasure, at the judge's pleasure, and all this pleasure argument. But this is the system where we're in. This is the kind of system where we're in. That a man can be in prison for half a century and nobody know that him in there until him dead. Or a little teenager can be in prison and nobody know. And I can't even say nobody know, because them well and know. Them well and know. The Governor General is supposed to know, so them man they there. The Governor General, who at the time, and not even the Governor General I need, is many Governor Generals come since in 50 years. In 40 years and 50 years, there's many Governor General come. So if a man is like in a prison for 50 years, you cannot imagine from how much Governor General and how much Prime Minister change and all them something there. And the man not say outside the road because he's not mentally stable. And the system does not care for him because he is in the care of the system. But the system don't care for him. And then want to the family. Want to the family of these people. Where's the family in all of this? You have somebody in a prison, a language. Maybe the family them feel say, "Choy, him must be dead." But even if him dead, you're supposed to inquire and investigate. You're supposed to investigate. If you have a so, well, you say it's all of that, because the problem with these things, is that if a person in a jail from him a teenager, say them try him for murder, and you have witness. Obviously, the witness, them most of the time older than the person who commit the crime. So maybe you have a 40-year-old man witness. That man they know is almost 100-year-old. Him can't witness nothing again. Him can't give witness again. The family, from you have somebody in a prison, and you not go visit them, you not go look for them to say, I wonder where am I going, where am I get on now? Let me carry it to Orange to go give him or something. Where there? I don't understand these things. I don't understand these things. How can the system hold somebody for 50 years in a prison without trying them for any criminal activity? You hold them for a criminal thing, but you don't carry them to court because you claim say them not fit to plead for themselves. And you don't carry them to a hospital, mental institution. You don't carry them to a mental institution. You put them in a prison. Who going to? What is the compensation for these people who is now big man? They should be released instantly. All of them, no matter where them they do. Because you have man in there with charge for murder and rape and them thing there, and him now get 20 years. You have prisoner in there will now get 30 years. You have prisoner in there will now get 40 years. And them man they in there all 50 years and more. That means that him done under in a mental state. Him done pay for the crime according to the law and according to, not even according to the law, because no law never did there. If law did there, they would have go to court and they would have sentence him or go to court and realize say, and them know say mental, or them mental, a whole heap of them in the mental, over 100 mental, over 15 of them were told is there for 30 years. How we reconcile this situation? How we reconcile it? Then we see something come up now. We can't reconcile because in the first instant with the man who died from January, him died. From January, him dead, you know. At 81. Him dead in 40 years. Here comes now a whole heap of alabalo about prison. I cannot take politician in a new revelation. The oldest administration is claiming that the United Kingdom's offer to help build a prison here was rejected by the Portia Simpson Miller-led government in 2016 and not the now ruling Jamaica Labour Party. Here the football now start now, politics now, you know. We are talking about release. Release all of those mentally ill prisoners now and find some form of facility to really treat them. And if them get better, they must be compensated. Compensated for the torture that the government have brought upon these people. That disclosure and accompanying explanations in a late evening statement from Holness yesterday were never advanced when Kamina Johnson-Smith, the Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister, finally gave an update in the Senate on January the 13th, 2017, 6 months after opposition member Lambert Brown asked about the status of the offer. What are we talking about? And I remember clearly, Bunting, national security man, Bunting, did come out with an argument say, they are going to need how much $1 billion to build a new prison. Couple months after, we hear the Prime Minister of England come out and say, he may offer to build a new prison, and it will cost how much £1 million. And then offer it to the PNP government. That was who was in that time, the PNP government. And Portia Simpson Miller was the Prime Minister, and Bunting was the Minister of National Security. And that offer was never blatant to say, yes, we are going to accept it. As a matter of fact, there was a numb about the offer from my memory. There was a numb about the offer as it relates to should we or should we not. That was the argument. All right. The PNP government come out of power and the GLP government come in power. All right now. this is 2020, and the Prime Minister now is coming now to talk about it and say it was because they realized, because at the time the people I say, you're mad. We don't want a new prison because furthermore they say the new prison, according to the deal, the new prison was to bring Jamaicans in the prisons of England to come in the prison where they might build up the new prison. All right. So the Holness was forced to make the statement after saying at a press briefing last Friday that his government did not turn down the UK's 2015 5.5 billion proposal that appeared, and now the writer is saying that appeared contradictory to the yes by who? Johnson Smith said in 2017 when asked if the government of Jamaica had rejected the offer. In a tweet on Saturday, the foreign minister said Holness was being honest. Okay, so make we read now what transpired in 2017. That's why I'm not sure you said these politicians, Andrew Holness administration reject UPRE prison deal. This is 2017, you know. The Andrew Holness administration rejected the 5.5 billion offer of the United Kingdom to help build a modern prison in Jamaica. All right, we can't deal with that, Carlin. Yes. Okay, me cook some again. The Andrew Holness administration, this is 2017, may I read from the Gleaner. Sorry, yeah, the Jamaica Gleaner, January 13, 2017. The Andrew Holness administration has rejected the 5.5 billion offer of the United Kingdom to help build a modern prison in Jamaica. Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith made the announcement in the Senate this morning, ending almost 6 months of wait for the answer. None of them no answer, you know. The PNP never answer, and the GLP never answer. Until 6 months after, the GLP answer. She said the terms of the offer were not beneficial to Jamaica as a whole. She did not state exactly the unfavorable terms. She also declined to answer questions from opposition Senator Lambert Brown, who tabled the question on whether negotiations are underway to get favorable terms. The matter is closed at this time, she said. Leader of opposition business, Mark Golding, also could not get an answer on when the offer was rejected. Okay? So everybody's in confusion. Everybody's in confusion. Johnson Smith said the question, among others, were not appropriate and cited national security concerns. However, she said the questions could be sent to the security minister. Okay, so we're not going to read no more of this. This is 2017. Now comes the Prime Minister now. And the Prime Minister says, because this woman, this Kamina is rejecting the offer. She's rejecting the offer. She said that she said the terms of the offer were not beneficial to Jamaica as a whole. She did not state exactly the unfavorable terms. So she rejected it. And the matter is closed at this time, she said, given the national security concerns. Now, the Prime Minister in 2020 is saying that the PNP reject the offer. I want the people them see where I go on now. It's a football I go play now, you know. You know, I go hear the last of this now. You know why this come up now? Because them realize that the inadequacy of their system is showing up to show the people them that see where I go on. Last week I asked a question, you know, how much people is in prison that is really guilty? How much innocent youth? Well, I mean, after the man them who did the 30 odd years is innocent. You know, as I say, them serve them time. But now we are looking at it on another level now. Because of the holes in the system. We can say that there is a lot of youth in prison that is not guilty, that is spending 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
For the past 20 years, he's found horrifying pictures of the family.
1,000 prisoners in a one place, and how much thousand in the next place, plus not to mention the other places. Where I say, how much of these youth in a prison that is not guilty, pure all, the government, the PNP government and the JLP government is like strainer. You can't believe them when them talk. Because every time them talk, something else come out of it. That's why you know much of them are in talk about Muta, you can't. We need to talk, you know. We need to talk. Talk what? You want to come from public place to make, if you say, you're going to do this or you do that. If you talk to the PNP on the radio, them sound like them know what them are say. It's very difficult for you hear a politician talk as a normal Jamaican, grassroots person. We're in the ghetto. It's very difficult to hear a politician talk with a PNP and JP and don't say, boy, you know, so me never look on it that way there, and start to sympathize with him argument. Because we know, say, a whole heap of things with them say, depend on how your mindset, whether you use green or you use orange. But if you critically think on what them say, you realize, say, no better herring, no better barrel. It's like a two-headed dragon. You cut off one of the head, it's the same body them have. It's no different. It's two head, one body. Like a cyclops in a mythology. A human being with two head and one body. Now, in a 2020, the Prime Minister is now saying that a man was like him and say, we never reject nothing. Because them realize now, say, rotted, you know, so we should have really accept the prison offer. Because we'll have a better quality place. Because those places was not made to old people that way. You know, see, it's dungeon them, you know. It's dungeons. You know, look on it. The two of them is dungeons. We are saying, this is really what I can't take when I hear politicians come out this way now. It's the disclosure and accompanying explanation in a late evening statement from Owens yesterday were never advanced when Kamina Johnson-Smith, the Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister, finally gave an update on the Senate on January 13, 2017, 6 months after opposition member Lambert Brown asked about the status of the offer. Owens was forced to make a statement after saying at a press briefing last Friday that the government did not turn down the UK's 2015 $5.5 billion proposal. But that is where the statement say, yes, so in a 2017, that them reject it. Them reject it. That is where it say, Kamina Johnson-Smith made an announcement that the government is not agreeing with it. Then I must say them never reject it. All right. On his statement last night, only said the People's National Party administration, which is JLP, booted from office in February 2016, had by Jen rejected the offer. Prime Minister, where the other brother, the mendacious, look here, I don't even want to say it because, you know, you're going to hear people that say, no, me I disrespect the Prime Minister. But this is disrespect. This is disrespect. This is a far-tongue attack. The Prime Minister of Jamaica is talking with a far-tongue. Him win the election and him come into power. Him say, them did go and reject it already. There was no rejection. There was no rejection. There's no rejection. All right, I could go down to the line or so. Which is this year we are talking now. The statement, however, did not explain why Johnson Smith did not tell the Senate that the offer was rejected before the GLP administration formed government, and given that inherited knowledge, why it took the government 6 months to answer the questions. Although Colonel Charles Jr., then a minister in the Security Ministry, told the Senate in December 2016 about a particular diplomatic process that needed conclusion before the country was updated on the offer. After Johnson Smith said the deal was rejected because the terms were not beneficial to Jamaica as a whole, Brown asked if there was any attempt by the administration to renegotiate or to seek amendments to the terms and conditions of the proposal. Johnson Smith replied, "I'm not sure it could be appropriate for me to share the nature of these discussions and negotiations that may or may not have taken place between government officials on this matter." I don't want to read no more now because I get vexed again. And up here, so, we may never read, here where Bobby Montague said, for a radio interview, "We thank you for your kind offer." This is talking to Cameron now. This is the Prime Minister say, is the PNP reject the offer? And the reason why the Prime Minister is saying that no is because of what transpired since in about 3 weeks now we are here, and now we are here, it'll get crucial, more crucial. Here Bobby Montague say, "We thank you for your kind offer." Montague told Radio Jamaica on January 17, 2017, before adding that the rejection, this is what the man said, the rejection is not a rejection of the UK. The UK does things in their best interest. Jamaica must do the same. Montague, as Security Minister, was responsible for prisons and met with British officials over the proposal within days of his appointment to the portfolio in March 2016. No, people, see, that is what them really are talk about. That is really what them are deal with. It's really terrible, man. I wonder when them going to realize that the people them is annoyed. That is why most people in Jamaica don't vote for none of the party them. And when you have a country where none of the people them, the majority of people them not voting for none of the party them, you have to rethink what you do. When a party can't in power because him have 1 seat over the opposition, you have to really go in it and say, "Oh, that possible, I thought I was the most popular thing. How comes I am not the most popular thing?" You have to rethink. And you have to get rid of some of these laws. Maybe them should have built a facility upon the grounds of that big piece of land. Every time I recommend something, King's House, the east side, you could have built a mental institution for people who is under the pleasure of the Governor General. Yes, that him can know who is pleasured already and who is not pleasured based upon the nearness of them to his facility. Yeah, that is really what you want. You want a mental institution up there for these people who are under the pleasure of the Governor General. Terrible thing, man. Terrible thing. This is the stepping razor, the art of war.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to. Irie FM. Irie FM. Irie FM. Irie FM.
Meanwhile, we're busy. I try to figure out this COVID thing. Yeah, we get so caught up in the COVID thing that certain things are misway, but it's really devastating to people who is involved in it. You know, say, again, the Rara market, everybody hear about the Rara market down at West Street, that's all, burn down and things. And the official news is that some man fire after the police, and the police are taking evasive action and a fire back after them. What caused it to start? Because the official news is that in trying to avoid the police and distract the police, some man light the market and burn down the market. That is the official news. But you know, so there's always a news that is not official, but sometimes there is some kind of truth in it. And a lot of the time when the truth is in it, it contradicts the official news. It contradicts the official news. What was happening down Tivoli? Again, that caused the police them to be down there, and also gunmen to be taking up arms and then eventually burn down the market. We hear the official news. But as I said before, we're living in a state where very difficult to trust the people them in power or claim that them have power. It's like when we hear about the 46 million and the 9 million where them use for sanitize on our watch there. Would I like to know if some people them sanitize, if them sanitize the craft market or the vendor them there. But outside of that, some accountability must be taking place when you're spending government money and you're figuring it out. Even that $80,000 for electric thing for boost up your car. You understand? May I say, if somebody never did prep certain things, you know, it just go so. Yeah, man. Sometimes some simple little thing, you know. Yeah, you know, expect, say, it will happen that way there. You know, it's like your thief all a car, and you thief the car, and you feel say, you're all right, you know. And somebody who know you, know the person who own the car. And I say, right, but no, Tony car this. I wait I do you so. And I'm going to tell Tony, say, Tony, you want me to see your car down at such and such a place, you know. And man say, thief it, you know. I say, what? Some little thing always get away. So all them little underlining thing where we go on, the official argument is always there, you know, to mask the reality of the situation. And we see that is taking place in Jamaica, because Jamaica is in the top ranking countries of laundering money. Who's having this money to be laundered? I know it's not Shane. I know it's not Shane Clark on Irie or Shamara, who sometimes have to park our car because there's no gas. Who is laundering this money in big banks, Switzerland banks and Cayman and all these places? Who is doing these things? Somebody is doing it, because the people them who responsible for monitor these things say Jamaica is in the top 10 countries that is having a money laundering problem. Not only killing problem, money laundering. We hear the Minister of Security and Justice saying that 200 guns coming out of the country every month. Yeah, man, me I sing pan it. All who they say, me not say that already. Yeah, me singing pan it. Me I sing pan it. I don't care. I singing pan it. Because it's frightening. That the Minister of National Security know that 200 guns is coming in the country every month. And all the catch between that time and now is all 100 guns. Or less. When him said, in the month when him said, the next 2 months, how much gun them get? Between last year when him said and now, how much gun them get? Every day I see youth pose up with big gun on my WhatsApp. I hide them face and I pose up with gun. And I say, but wait. How the man knows that 200 guns are coming out of the country every month? And nothing is being done. And them say, but we are doing something. We have to say something is done. You can't have 200 guns coming out of the country every month and you find one in the month. And you know, according to my intelligence, that is the words I'm use. According to my intelligence, 200 guns come into this island every month. 500 murders take place between January and now. 500 over. 500 how much months are gone? January, February, March, April, May. 5 months gone. And 13 days or 12 days. 5 months. Meanwhile, we was under the rapture of COVID. Meanwhile, we were dealing with the COVID. Because them can't say crime gone down because of the things that them put in, you know. Like quarantine and what them call the state of emergency. You know. We never put the state of emergency there to capture no criminal. That is not what you know. They'll come turn around the thing. They'll come and come turn around the thing. That is how wicked and cruel them is. We never put the something in there for catch no criminal. We put it in there that people can't stay off of the road because we don't want the virus spread. That is why we put it there. Because if we could have no state of emergency for a long time, the people in my bar would say, why would we not state of emergency in the whole country and catch a thief them, catch a murderer them? We never do that. But some guy from World Health Organization come and say, oh, this is what we must know to prevent this thing. I know. State of emergency, get the people off of the road for a certain hours that them can't mix up and down with one another. Yet still now, we don't have a party and mix up with one another, and we don't know what will come out of that. Wait till 14 days after what we see. And we're glad that the thing is not spreading like wildfire. We're glad there's no new cases yesterday nor today. We want to go 14 days and then we can say, take off our clothes and walk down King Street. And cough and sneeze as we want. 14 days, no case. All masks can come off. All GLP can march up and down. PNP can march up and down. But until that time, I don't follow again. I do what I feel is beneficial to do. I don't follow what I say because I realize there's one law for over this and one law for over this. And that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. And I will continue to say this. I would like a drive in your Porsche. I've never driven in one in Jamaica. Especially an electric one. Yes, I really want to drive in it. So, anytime I come down to Ochi again, I'll really give thanks to Peter, the pumpkin eater. Long time I don't see him, you know. For really draw for up and say, motor, very important thing I forget. It's the COVID thing and all them something I get way bumming and shaky, so You understand? So we're back on track and we're going to tell you, say, every week at this hour, yo, yes, every week from now we're going to present African names for today's children. And this is where we're there now. So, here we go. We know, so we're going to start back with the name them we gave before. We're going to start back with the name them we gave before. Boy's name first. Abimbola. 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 Abimbola means rich child. Rich child. Abimbola. Akuche. Akuche. Akuchi. Akuche means God is rich. God is rich. Ade. Ade. Ade means royal. Royal. And Khalifa. Khalifa. K-A-L-I-F-A. Khalifa means holy. And Asani means handsome. So that's a Ambimbala means rich child. Sorry, Ambimbola means rich child. Akoche means God is rich. Ade means royal. Khalifa means holy. And Asani means handsome. Okay, so we'll go to the girl's name now. The girl's name is Adana. A-D-A-N-N-A. Adana means her father's daughter. Her father's daughter. Adana. Then we're going to go to Amani. Amani. A-M-A-N-I. Amani means faith. Aisha. Aisha. A-I-S-H-A. Aisha. Aisha means lively woman. Aisha means lively woman. Amina. Amina means trustworthy. And Asina, different from Asani. Asani is a man name, mean handsome. And Asina means good. Asina means good. So that's the names. Adana, her father's daughter. Imani means faith. Aisha means lively woman. Amina means trustworthy. And Asani means good as. We spell the first three and never spell the others. So we have time? Yeah, we have time for go back over it then. We're going to go back over it. We'll never spell the others. So here we go. We spell Abimbola. We know how to spell Abimbola. A-B-I-M-B-O-L-A means rich child, which is the boy's name. Akuche, A-K-U-C-H-I, means God is rich. Ade, A-D-E, means royal. Khalifa, K-A-L-I-F-A, means holy. And Asani, H-A-S-A-N-I, means handsome. The girl's name is Adana. Her father, A-D-A-N-N-A. Imani, I-M-A-N-I, means faith. Imani, I-M-A-N-I. Aisha, A-I-S-H-A, means lively woman. Amina, A-M-I-N-A, means trustworthy. And Asina, H-A-S-I-N-A, means good. Okay. Cash part, we're going to take some call. You know, after cash part, you know, we only have like 45 minutes. So we're going to take some call after the cash part. You know.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, good evening.
I want to use the program to give out a number to a lady which I'm trying to find somewhere in Portmore.
Okay, go on now.
Okay. I'm trying to find a lady by the name of Sheila. I used to be her taxi driver, take her all over the place. I used to take her to Colonel Charles Arcade. I used to take her down to Mangostown. I used to go to Portmore and pick up her out and take her all over the place. That was in the 90s, late 90s, 98, 99. And the number that I want to get about is 831-2432. I repeat the number, 831-2432. And there's another number, 565, there's another number, 8580042. 8580042. Anyone that knows Miss Sheila that living in Portmore, I'm asking you please to tell her for me, please.
Where you?
Take her all over the place.
No, but where your name? Where your name? Where your name? Where your name?
Robin.
Robin.
Yes, but I know you good friend. I'm from every man. You see the boy to the dance, they never come out like that, they never tree, right there.
Oh, yeah?
That man is really want to come out that day, they never like to tell my house, they never
Okay. How 40 years ago that?
Yes, man. Yeah, man. 40 years ago.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man. We know good, man. We used to pass in the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, give thanks, brethren. Give thanks.
Give thanks to me. I give thanks.
Yeah. So straight. Derek Ariat. Long time him about. Long time.
Now you know the pain. Oh, that love can bring. So he's gone. You might as well.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I am okay.
Long time we don't talk.
Long time we don't talk.
Yeah. Long time from 2017.
You have to talk a little louder though.
From 2017.
From 2017 you don't talk?
No, we talk 2000
What? So who me I talk to? Who me I talk to? Tell me who me I talk to.
I never Dub Club girl.
Okay. I use it up. I get on Christian. I like to say. You say you now go back up there. I see you up there.
No, I'm not go back up there from the time, that time from
You know, go back up at Dub Club since that.
No.
So which family see you say you turn Christian?
I mean, going up here up Irish.
You see me up at Irish and you say, eh?
On Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Last year.
Okay. So you still a Christian?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. You are 1 month Christian?
I'm not in a joke in a church. You see, in a church when you want to find, look up blessing on God on it. But when sometimes when God find it, you're not to be in a church.
So God find you, so you don't need the church again?
I'm not find God.
Oh, you find God now? Okay. That sound good, man. I wish part him last. Him last? I wish part you find him.
You didn't find him a back walk.
You find him a back walk?
Yeah.
You find God a back walk?
Yeah, find him.
Where am I down there?
I don't know, man. I'm a betray you know. I'm going to date him.
Okay, all right. So what we are talking about now? What we have to say?
You know, we are talking about one little last princess.
A little what?
Last princess. They used to call her. She used to cook them.
Talk louder.
One little large princess.
Yes?
She was born in St. Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah. She grew up nice. She grew up nice and take lessons. And she write poetry, she write books, she write all this stuff. They were very intelligent and bright, you know, but in the meantime, no struggle going here because...
Are you talk about?
Yeah, me I talk about. I talk about me. I
yeah, me know how you talk about.
Yeah.
So what am to this nice girl now? What am to her now? We find God a bag work.
Yeah, look for her father.
Eh?
Yeah, look for her father now.
Shall look for her father?
Yeah.
So which by your father then?
Yeah, talk to her father now. Maybe I said, me ask my mother who was my father from one day, but she not answer me.
Oh, you don't know who are your father?
Yeah, me know my father. She tried to give me more than one daddy because she was my original daddy from man. Because she thinks I'm a little bit of nonsense.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So you see things when I see her, wouldn't take me should have seen when I see her know the truth.
Oh, yeah.
She tried to hide the truth from me and I grew up and have the truth from me because you see, me now go say, you see, if me can, you be no good and evil and bad there. If you can't be fun another man, mother say, no, so you got wicked man, you did not see, but you to people, you wish to dead and it's not harm going to people. You can't look at my mother and say the same thing though. Because my mother can't deny my other good things, but I don't like her, I to that plate and stream, I don't like that, I don't mix up with you. Yeah? So,
okay.
So she don't want to tell me the truth, so I didn't feel it to get beyond, I fight myself and my memory.
Yeah, drop out and I drop in.
Yeah? When I start remember my memory and start remember say my man when he did say I'm my father, it's not my real father. When I start remember say my father never like my mother to the car no so she hurt me. So it's like remember my father always come and I get this stuff and come talk to me and them thing you know.
So you look for him now? You look for him?
Yes.
What name?
You know, let me tell you one little story. When was it?
No, tell me what your father name first. What his name?
I think it's Joseph Wilson.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, O'Neill or Oliver. Wilson, Brian in her name. Peter in her name.
Too much name you give me, man.
You have enough name.
No, but no, man, nobody can name all these are Brian.
Name, Mr. Wilson.
Mr. what?
Mr. Wilson. Is that
Mr. Wilson are your father?
Yeah.
Me have a Mr. Wilson beside me, I know.
You have a Mr. Wilson beside you?
Yeah, me have a Mr. Wilson beside me.
Yeah, I wonder for him.
I wonder too.
I wonder for him.
So why your mother don't want to tell you which part your father then?
Me not know in the car, you see, she hide from him because she doing wicked things too.
Oh, she hide from him?
Yeah, I see true. And you see, let me tell you one little thing, motor and big and serious. People might have think me I idiot, but I must idiot then because they do a thing to me where me not supposed to come want ask my father because finding my father, me find back the truth of my life and what he do to me. You understand? Yeah. So that she had to me, she don't want him my real father. And when we look at it, she do things that so me see I know spiritual things where they say yes.
Well, like what? Like what? So what spiritual things she do? Like
walk up there.
She walk over upon you?
Yeah, that then call it. You're not supposed to come remember what you did have in a life. You're not supposed to come remember this. You're not supposed to remember. And then no time when it hurt me, what they don't know, that use my enemy to save for, they have my mind on that captive,
So you live with your mother now? You live with your mother now?
I live with her,
And she still at work over upon you?
Live with her, but I live with one man or a Rasta man a bag work.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you're so mixed up.
Well, credit out that in the motor, you can't want to talk to your personal.
But you're so mixed up. Oh,
look at me, sir. What more the level here, my father make a shoes for me. A slippers, it's like a clock up slippers. It have Joseph on the bottom. I still have that slippers up on me. I remember my father who made it. Yeah, make it so fair with me. I get married when I was 11 years old. I live like a queen princess, like they call me Morgan Wilson or Jody.
All right.
Yes, you can.
All right, I hope I see you again.
Ask the operator to give me number and please call my father.
Please call your father?
No, may I tell you?
You tell me you must call your father, you call me your father. Hello? Okay, I credit down to us. Explain. What a thing. What a thing, man. May I tell you? Them thing there. Wow. Yes. Can't say nothing. This is the stepping razor. The art of war. Yeah? Yeah. Yes.
Yes, Muta.
Yeah, man, what I say?
Yeah, we are saying it's about a year now or so where the U.S. government take away the visa for Mr. Vaz and Mrs. Vaz, and these are very high-level, important government officials. So, I feel say if it merit that them lose them visa, I feel say we the people should at least know where them lose it for. So that we want to know if we want to keep them in power or not, because there is so much things that go on with corruption and otherwise. So we don't know what going.
But you see, the American government, they're going to tell you why they get to the visa. But you have people who know still, but them not going to tell talk. You have people who know.
That is true, because I call them and ask them and they don't want to tell me nothing.
Who you call? The American embassy?
Yeah.
Them not going to tell you that, man.
Yeah, but still me feel so we have a right to know since
yeah, true. No, me agree with you, you know. Me agree with you. We should have know why them take them visa.
Yeah.
But as I say, you know.
So is there any way we can put some pressure on Mr. Wonis?
For what?
So to reveal that information, because they be sitting members of government in a film.
And you feel say them know. You feel say Wonis know.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. You have a pressure, Mr. Wonis, to tell you say why them take away friend them visa. I don't know how you have to do that.
Then you couldn't put some pressure on him.
Me or you? Which one? You. Me will put pressure upon him. No. You tell me for Mighty Mouse. You tell me for Mighty Mouse, one. You come like you look at me like a Mighty Mouse.
You big on that, man. You see you have a big platform, and when you talk about these things, people respect that because they know it's a truth you attack.
Yeah, but me don't know about pressure in the government to tell me why them take them visa. I would love to hear too. Believe you me, I love to hear.
Me I tell them out, you can't pressure them, man. You really big on what you think you is, man. Put some pressure upon them, man. Demand it and see what I want, man. Put some demand in upon you, and I'm sure so they will tell you.
We see it. We can talk about it on the radio still, but I don't know if that can make no difference because I really want to put pressure upon him now to release all of them so-called mentally ill prisoners that were language that them jail for much years now, and that they what them call them the queens.
Yeah.
Pleasure. I don't know much pleasure. Man. Terrible thing. Terrible thing. Man. You know. You broke up now. You break up. It look like it's like a time to make you stop talk. It's a broke up. It's a broke up. Yes. Yeah, but yeah, mother like here to break it. Mother like here.
All right.
Yeah, man. Mother like here for sure. Definitely.
All right.
This is the stepping razor.
If it's love that you're running from, there's no hiding place. You can't run, you can't hide, you can't run. Lovers' problems, I know, but they're
Speaking of Derek Arrat, you know, we hear that Babsy Grange draw for some big top artists to enter the festival competition. It's going to be very interesting. People like Bujo, Bantan, Toots, we hear Freddie McGregor, Michigan. We hear all these artists now is going to vie for the top spot. I think it's $1 million them start giving now, you know. Yes, $1 million, any money is $1 million. We love that. So I could say, yeah, this man I used to enter festival. I remember.
Striggy.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm there with you, man. What happened?
Yeah, man, the program first, you go get through here now.
First you ever get through?
Yeah, man, east man, down in the east, you know, we live a town long time, what do you say, I do it all the way you say, from every time you attack.
What you say? No, wait, hold on, you talk like you have corona, man. Talk outward more from front. Eh?
No, man, that's what I do it all the way you say, you know.
Okay. Oh, you sick?
Yeah, man, because me I tell you,
no, wait, let me ask you sick.
Ledger, what them I say, we have nowadays.
No, not ledger, not ledger, pleasure.
Yeah, pleasure.
Move the phone from your mouth. Oh, move the phone from your mouth. Move the phone. Move the phone from your mouth, little.
Yeah, man, you know, say, all our black brother, you know.
Yeah, may I tell you?
So that I give 100% to everything you say. You can't have a man who don't like your ledger, drink your tea, do this.
No, not ledger, pleasure. Wait there, oi. Don't mix up ledger and pleasure. It's pleasure.
Pleasure,
yeah. Yeah, he was pleasured.
Yeah, man.
He had the pleasure of doing whatever he wanted to
man.
do.
You say, I want to come out of here when I talk, man.
Mine are sick, why I want to come out of here, you know?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, man. All right, I'm not here.
I tell you, so Mr. Carl, tell you, say, me big up all of them things we have said, because...
All right, sir. And me a call, say they must release all of them people there. That's what
yeah,
I call for. No matter what they do.
Me I do the release them and put them somewhere, take care of them.
In a place where them can be taken care of by the state. The state must take care of them until them dead.
You may tell them, man, because that's wicked. Because your man will do murder and get 15 years. This is what I look on.
Oh, God.
Because your man will do 40 years till he's dead. And your man will do that. No, wickedness, man.
No, it's not only 40 years. Him do 40 years and was never taken to court to plead guilty or not guilty.
And you know, me I say again, Musa, me I say the rule of the man will control the prison. When did they do? He's supposed to see who is here and who not going to court.
As that me say too. Anyway, we're going to see where we're going to come out.
You might get a big money, you might head one of the prison and you don't know what one man they have to 40 years with him. The men get sent down.
Yeah. Man has turned 60 years there too. You have man with it 60 years.
Yes.
Terrible. Anyway, give thanks, brethren. Give thanks.
Give thanks. And you know, big up the man for the work, everybody. Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Give thanks, man. With the Panderica at the last lap, yeah. Yeah, with the Panderica at the last lap. Here we go.
Yeah, good evening, Muta.
Good evening.
I'm calling for a little bit of assistance, please. I have a friend who don't know his mother from birth. So I wonder if I could hear it over here.
Yeah, man, hear it, man. Hear it.
Yeah, I'm searching for Joan Jarrett, who was living in 29 Ashoka Road, Agley Park in St. Andrew. And just want to let her know that her son is looking for her. And if anybody knows her, could contact me at 324-9773.
324-9773. How old she is?
The age doesn't show on the birth paper.
All right, in your estimation, how old she is?
She would be in her late 50s.
Okay. So a big woman then.
Yeah.
And how long ago is she missing?
It's been long time now.
No, when say long.
You don't know her none at all. Only what's on the birth paper we're working off of.
Oh, so I don't missing she missing yet. Him don't know her.
Yeah, he doesn't know her. That's what I said.
Oh, I think you said she missing.
No.
Okay. So him want to find her because him want to know her and meet. Him want to know her. All right.
Yeah.
Repeat her name again.
Joan Jarrett.
And who she want to? Who trying to make the link? Tamara.
Yeah, from St. Elizabeth.
Okay, Tamara. I was part of Tamara there. St. Elizabeth or Kingston?
St. Elizabeth.
Okay. And I was part of the lady there?
The birth paper said she was living in 29 Ashoka Road.
Okay. All right, so anybody know her? Tell her, say, them hear from IRFM say, somebody I try get in contact with her from St. Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I hope you get through with it, yeah?
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, give thanks.
And
yes.
have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right.
All right. So we're up on the last trip, you know. Last lap we're up on. We are going here, so. Okay.
You know, it's so hard to be in love with someone that don't love you, and it carries a heavy burden on your heart.